Good morning, and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. O'Don here, your traffic jockey in the traffic center. And of course, I've worn the wrong shirt yet again. I am blending in with the background, and this is not a green screen type trickery. It's just stupidity on my part. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Anyway, welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show, live for 7 o'clock now here on the East Coast of the great United States of America. We are up and running now, and we are going to, between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, we'll see how the traffic patterns set up here this morning. Also, happy Star Trek Day. Today is Star Trek, 66 years ago today. The very first episode of TOS, the original series, as they call it, aired on, I believe it was NBC. It was NBC that aired it first, but I could be wrong. But anyway, so today is Star Trek Day, and we've got our Enterprise, USS Enterprise, right there for Star Trek Day 2022. So welcome all the Trekkies. I know Anna is a big Trekkie fan. So tell us your favorite Star Trek series. Which of the characters do you like? And which do you follow the most? What you looking forward to? Maybe in hopes of something happening some other time. Not sure, but or future programming. Anyway, we're up and running now for a Thursday. We'll have a look at the check of the weather, I should say, at about 7:15. I'm filling in for John. He is off today. So you'll just get the temperatures. I'm not going to do too much prognostication in that department, but I do have John's 7-day forecast from yesterday. That'll get us through at least the weekend, which will be actually in pretty good shape. So we'll see what we're up against. All right, so this morning live on Facebook and YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Please light us up with a comment, and this half hour is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com for the best ice cream in the land. We thank Ralph so much for sponsoring this half hour of programming. And Alexandra, good morning. Working from home today, getting ready to go apply for a marriage license. Congratulations. Please, I don't have the headphones hooked up, but I believe that this is my applause sound effect. I hope so. I can't see it on this side, but congratulations. Yes. Getting real now, right? Getting real, getting down to the wire, as they say. All right, so let's get to the action here this morning. Excuse me. And it's, fairly busy out here. Maybe, dare I say, maybe not as busy as it was yesterday. But again, we're still early. It's only 7:04. And I think what we're starting to see a little bit of the pattern setting up that starting to see things maybe a little bit later, than 8 o'clock is the new 7. So we'll see how it shakes out. All right, so let's go to the incident page here. We got a crash on 42. The shoulder is out of service there. Emergency construction. This is right in front of Princeton University. This is on 206. As you come into Nassau Street, Route 27, all lanes are shut down there with a water main break. So I'm sure that maybe tying up some of the students there at Rutgers at Princeton. It's a beautiful section of for our college campus. It's just amazing. I can never get in. It's not even a shot. So watch for that. We'll tell that in a second. But eastbound 80 now, we're starting to see that sun glare with sun just coming up here in the last 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, as we, get later and later to the fall equinox. Eastbound 80 is busy here from exits 27, 28. We'll go 28 through 35. A little heavier here at 287. 287 looks good. 23. Route 17, Route 15, all of Northwest Jersey finally drying out just a bit. Some of that rain hung around a little longer. Um, than let's say Central and South Jersey. So 208, 202, 17 is off to a good start. Eastbound 3, we're picking up some delays here, getting out to the Meadowlands, passing 21, but that's just kind of normal stuff. I want to go here now. The Skyway is just really crowded getting across the span. Pretty much the entire length is a parking lot. Now, some of this is probably alternate traffic from the truck routes 1 and 9 kind of situation because of 440 still being shut this entire length here between the Bay Extension and truck routes 1 and 9. So, there's usually a lot of volume getting into the Communipaw Avenue light. So I think some folks are just bailing out here, and it's really extending back through Wilson, getting north into that split. So just be mindful of that. We'll check those Hudson River crossing times in a moment. Parkway building some general volume both ways in Bloomfield. Same thing on 280 across the Stickle Drawbridge. It is off to a cooler start. No question about that. I got the fan on. I got the window open. So it's about mid-60s or so, 64, 65 here in Central Jersey. It's kind of what we're seeing around the area. North of the Parkway, really busy now from Clark all the way up into Union. Turnpike, though, at 1213 is good. 287 we're fine. So is the Turnpike, Route 9, 18, Parkway 36. Again, all of Monmouth County, we're in great shape. 195, 33, Route 9. 35, Point Pleasant Beach, Brick, Lavalette, Seaside Heights, Tom's River, Parkway. Again, we're fine all the way down through Wildwood, Cape May. If you're looking for no traffic, pretty much 24/7 for most of the year, it's Cape May. You go 55, 42, all busy there at the merge into the Turnpike. We've got 168 fairly crowded as well. Again, it's on the shoulder here at the Turnpike, that northbound crash. In fact is, okay, it's gone. Okay. That's what we want to do. We want to show you that. So Delaware River crossings are good. 90, 73, 70, 38, 206. Pennsylvania extension of the Turnpike is fine. So it's 295. Turnpike is good. It's here in Princeton. Good morning, Princeton. Right here. As we come in to 27. Right there. That's 206. Is that 206? Yes, 206. It's right in front of the Peacock Inn. What's the Peacock Inn? Wow, look at that place. Oh my, that's kind of cool. A little old school type place, right? Put local flavor first. Interesting. Let's see. I'm just curious to see what the Peacock Inn looks like. The Peacock Inn. Wow. Do they have I just want photos? That's all. All I'm looking for is photography. Photography. Anybody getting the new iPhone Pro Max? That's going to be like, they said, Whole Foods is whole paycheck, but my goodness, that is some price tag on that phone. It's like loaded up to literally to the max. It's probably like a $2,000 phone. Wow, look at that fancy food, right? Lunch, the tea, fancy. Look at that. That's right there in Princeton too. It's a nice looking place. Wow, almost looks like some place that you'd find in Cape May, like a bed and breakfast. Interesting. All right, we've digressed here all together. The Nassau Inn, another one. Wow. It's a cool place to go, especially in the fall. I like to go see a Princeton football game. Fun. Anyway, we've digressed enough already, friends. 7-Eleven is our time. Let's talk to our transit customers here in the Garden State. We are looking good. Hudson Bergen light rail. There were some issues. 15 minutes both ways because of signal issues. Light rail in the Brick City. Couple 719, 803, 850, Grove, Branch Brook Park, Grove Street. Canceled trains there. We go to Path Trains this morning. Let's see. Come on. Nothing across the boards. That's good news. All right. So 4 minutes, we'll take a dive into NYC. Outer Bridge Crossing is fairly busy in Staten Island. I wonder if I'm thinking something may have happened there. Into SI, north on the West Shore. Fairly busy out to Arden Avenue. Right on that? Yes, crossing Arden Ave. AVE. The expressway here is from the Goethals to the Verrazano, just buried in traffic across the entire island. A lot of this is sun glare as well, right in the eyes. Fact is, let's show you that. Probably can guarantee the fingerboard camera. There it is. There's your sun glare. Poof. There it is. So we are crowded. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 lanes, and they still not enough. Unbelievable. Here at Bradley. This is where the HOV you can dump out of it. Can't cross over those 2 white lines, or that's it. You're a hardened criminal. This is the camera I want to work. That's the one I want. That's east, right off the Goethals. I mean, you just get drilled. See, these overhead signs are useless if they don't put the times, travel times. And again, this is that expansion of the HOV lane. They're starting here and eventually going to work their way. I think they're going to work their way all the way to the Goethals Bridge. I think it's going to be a situation where you'll be able to get right off the Goethals in the HOV and take it right across the island. I wonder if electric vehicles are allowed in that HOV. That went up. Because I could see that coming, to a theater near you, right? Where they put an electric vehicle only lane. And me being an owner of an electric vehicle, I get it. Maybe a little perk, little whatever, because you spent money on it. But it's like, this is where the electric vehicles are at their best, is sitting in stop and go traffic like this, because they're not burning any emissions. So I don't know. Anyway, let's go to Brooklyn now. Not Brooklyn Quartermain. It's amazing that the Brooklyn Quartermain. She doesn't call herself Brooklyn. She calls herself Brooklyn. They specifically put the space in between. So we've got the Bell Parkway's fine. Inbound Gowanus a little bit heavy here. Getting it's actually 39th. Let's just go there. Maybe something happened there. I don't know. Let's see. See how this shakes out. Come on. Too far. too far. We'll get to the weather in a moment. So that's inbound here. I don't see anything there. I don't see anything there. That's inbound here. It's still pretty amazing that there's actually a road that cuts through all of this. It's kind of crazy. There may have been an earlier slowdown, but it's just heavy, steady moving traffic right across onto the BQE up to the Brooklyn Bridge. Par for the course there. Nothing out of the ordinary in Lower Manhattan on the drives. The FDR Drive and the West Side are fine. BQE heavy Queens Boulevard down into the Brooklyn Bridge. Ed Koch about 10. Put that at the same for the Queens. Start over. Midtown Tunnel, I should say. South on the FDR Drive is heavy, right at the RFK, down into the 90s. Grand Central, a little backed up here out by LaGuardia. Both ways here at the fairgrounds, LIE. Same thing on the Jackie into Q. Really going north, just north here is heavy at Hillside, Atlantic Avenue, Van Wyck. West on the belt is heavy from Sunrise Highway to Cross Bay. Westbound Grand Central, LIE, all heavy through eastern sections of Queens. Just a mess. This Whitestone Expressway has been a thorn in your side with this crash here. Let's go up there. I did hear that from Tommy Kaminsky in Chopper 880. One of the best traffic reporters, bar none. Tom gets up there maybe for Mount Rushmore of traffic reporting. Just a lot of heavy traffic there, but I have a feeling whatever it was is clear. Or maybe not. Maybe this is it here. Oh, that's a construction. Or construction. Building everywhere. Progress, as Disney would say, right? This is getting up to the bridge. Slow. Look what it did to the Whitestone Bridge. Just mess. Throg's Neck picking up a ton of alternate volume. West in the Cross Bronx heavy at third. So the southbound Bruckner. East coming off the George, the Deegan, typical stuff right from basically Yonkers line all the way down to the Cross Bronx. Same thing on the Bronx River Parkway getting hit hard. The Bruckner both ways here over at Pelham Parkway is busy. Wow, just a ton of traffic out here this morning. All right, before we get to Long Island, let me bring in, again, the only thing I have is the 7-day because John is off today, starting school. So 80 degrees today. We're going to clear out some of these clouds, going to sort of clear up into the afternoon, and then a golden sunshine, gorgeous day tomorrow at 80, 83 on Saturday. So that's the pick of the week, I think, pick of the weekend. Sunday starts to cloud up a little bit at 82, and then we have our next chance of showers Monday and Tuesday at 79 and 80 degrees, respectively. So it's setting up to, you'll have until Monday, really, to have to do outside, get out and enjoy. This is some gorgeous weather. We take a look at our observation list. Now, again, friends, these are about a half an hour old. Looking at temps here at EWR at 65. Kennedy at 65, Trenton Mercer County at 61, Somerville at 62, MacArthur at 64, Shirley Brookhaven at 62. We will go to Connecticut Hudson Valley now. Bridgeport at 63, White Plains at 61, New Haven Tweed at 62. So you definitely see temps are a good, on average, 7-8 degrees cooler than yesterday. Let's go to my favorite, Monticello. At a robust 54 degrees, beautiful. 65 in Central Park. Poughkeepsie 57, Stuart 57 as well. Let's show the South Jersey list. So Philadelphia at 66, 58 in Pottstown, Lehigh Valley at 62, 60 Mount Holly at 64. So you see temps are into the upper 50s to lower 60s. So again, about 7-8 degrees cooler than what we have seen in the last couple of days. Atlantic City at 64, Lakehurst 64, Belmingdale. Oh gosh, Belmar Farmingdale at 65, 70 at Ocean City. McGuire at 62. Let's check out Hamptons. We will go 64 in Montauk Point, 2 in East Hampton. So again, a cooler start to the day. So definitely just kind of keep that in mind. Once again, we are sponsored this half hour by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. 22 North Avenue West is the place to be in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. Go to his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com for more information. And I will do just what I said to do, is to go to their Facebook page, actually. I want to dial this up here. Be dialing Don West. Is that guy still alive? Don West. Remember him, the baseball cards and the Pokemon cards and the Beanie Babies? That was insane. So there it is. The fall flavors are in full effect now. Pumpkin spice, Oreo, pumpkin, apple cider donuts, cinnamon crumb. Nice picture, Ralph. A little bokeh effect on the back, a little blurring. Very nice. Ralph's got the new iPhone. But apple cider donut, pumpkin spice is my favorite for the fall. No question about that. No question about that. Delicious stuff here this morning. So I almost feel like you could almost have that apple cider donut breakfast, right? Cinnamon crumb. Whoa, sorry. Oopsie. That. I just got a communique. I was slipped a note. I just got a communique from Mr. John Rocco that the slides are inbound. John, I still didn't get anything, pal. Did not get anything. Let me refresh my the inbox here. Nope, I didn't get anything. If you could resend them, if you're watching, if you could resend those, that would be great. Yeah, so we'll wait for that. All right, so what are we talking about? Oh, fall flavors. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, you could probably almost have one of those for breakfast, right? Apple cider donut. I could go for a bagel. I passed the bagel shop the other day and I was like, I should stop in, but just trying to watch my weight. But once in a while, good. Anyway, I digress. Pumpkin spice, Oreo pumpkin, apple cider, and cinnamon crumb, some of the newest flavors to the lineup for the Vanilla Bean Creamery. Also has these wonderful sorbets as well. Peach mango, blood orange, and lemon, cotton candy, pillowy soft cotton candy ice cream. And, it also has these wonderful all occasion cakes, the small round cake, medium size, also a very large sheet cake. Up to 40 people can be served with that monster. That thing must weigh like about 10 pounds. Wild. I'm still waiting to see a photograph of that. It's got to be a lot of fun. So again, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, we thank Ralph for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show, as always. So thank you, my friend, for dialing us up here this morning and sponsoring the big broadcast. All right, friends, let's do this now. Where am I going? We want to go back to our incidents here this morning. Again, John, if you are watching, my friend, if you could send those slides back over again, did not get anything. I heard my phone go off in the other room, but that may have been you texting me. So I know you're busy heading to school, so not a problem at all, pal. Not a problem. All right, so we've got northern state issues here. Misplaced commercial vehicle. That's a tractor trailer in most cases. Eastbound at 30 before the Wantagh State Parkway. Surprisingly, it's not really causing a problem because it's on the shoulder, but it's right in here, right there. Unfortunately, everything else around it has just gone straight down the Bemis. Like great Bobby Heenan would say. Both ways here, the southern between exit 17 on over to 28. Wow, there's just a lot of traffic out here this morning. Oh man. I mean, maybe I had the Long Island schools wrong. Maybe they start today because there's just an excessive amount of traffic out here. West into exit 50. I'll go 50 all the way to basically the fairgrounds. Northern State isn't any better from 135 into 6107. Meadowbrook again into the northern is just a mess. West on the LIE is very crowded here this morning from 59 all the way through about 53. Sunrise Highway, we're actually moving fairly nicely, but east Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, just a bacchanal of traffic. All right, so let's go to Connecticut now. We'll queue up the incident page for us. I checked this a few minutes ago and I didn't see anything, but just delays. We'll go 27 through 13 at this point in the game, and then more traffic now pushing from. We'll go 9 on over to and we'll push it from 9 into. We'll go 9 into 7, 6, that area. This is Merritt Park really heavy here, getting out to exit 42. I was going to say, I was thinking there was probably an accident now, something maybe being reported there from our traffic spotters. That's what I would go with, because then, the telltale sign is when it goes from red straight to green. So, yeah, that's usually the telltale sign. And then heavier here as you head south from exit 40 on over to about exit 37 or so, give or take. So kind of the normal progression traffic. We'll keep an update on that Merritt at 42, see if anything populates there. Let's go to the Hudson Valley now. Dial that up. We've got south of the Palisades in the area of 10. Watch for a crash. Hutch going south. Heading south this morning, we've got a crash there at exit 9A and B, east-west Mill Road. Okay. 684, the shoulders out with a crash there by 22. This Hutch deal right in here. Yeah, right in here. There is Mill Road, and there is John's Slides coming in hot. Got the alert. Thank you, Johnny. No problem, John, at all. I appreciate you sending them over. Not a problem. We were doing just fine as well. Taking the day off. Like I said, your studies and everything are the most important thing. So, that is the most concentration needs to be on that, not this. So, here. if you just bear with me for a moment. Um, so there's the Hutch accident. I mean, we're backed up well back to um, 287. That's how far back that goes. Um, so yeah, just a tough ride there on that Hutch. No arguments about that. Um, we want to do this. Let's widen this up, and we've got to do this here because this half hour of programming is sponsored by the Shave Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey, 908-325-6283. Follow my guy Omar there on Instagram at Chop God G-O triple D, and also by Maxim Motor Cars LLC, 303 West Clinton Street, and that's going to be Unit C. That's also Route 15 for those playing at home in beautiful Dover, New Jersey, and Morris County, 973-620-9060, MaximMotorCarsLLC.com. All right, let me do this now. What do we got to do? Just hang on. John's slides there, and now I have to put the new ones in from Johnny here, and there we go. All right, so we have that for 45. All right, so thank you, John. Sir, appreciate that. Let's do this now. South on the Hutch is busy again. I mean, just a parking lot. You're better off with the New England Thruway here, friends, if you can do that. Even if you have to go east of that and come back down, is the better ride. Bronx River Parkway will certainly help you out. Even 22. East on 287 is heavy into White Plains. Southbound Thruway is a parking lot from 14 right to the Tappan Zee. There's that crash on the Palisades this morning. Is that they were saying something. Hold on. Hold the phone. We want to go Palisades in the area of exit 10. That would be right about there. Look at that traffic. Oof. Man. Never been on the Palisades. If I don't know if you've ever been on the Palisades, leave it in the comments. But I wonder if that's just I don't know. I don't know why that the last couple mornings we've had some pretty tough rides there. Thruway, Rockland, Orange, Route 6, everything is finally drying out here. 84, 17. Thruway, 84 across the Beacon Bridge, 84 into Brewster is good. Lake Carmel, Carmel Hamlet. West on 84 is busy here in Brewster. What else is new? 684 is crowded. Croton Falls, Purdy's, Golden's Bridge, 684. Yeah, we're on the brakes there. All right, so let's do this. Let's do our Hudson River crossings. We'll check in with our friends trying to cross the Hudson River on this Star Trek Day. Star Trek Day 2022. Let's see. Ed, good morning. Nice to see you. Happy Thursday to you. Thank you, Ed. Enjoy your Thursday as well. Let's see here. Anna, beautiful sunny morning in Homedale, still plagued by all the back to school traffic. Oh yeah. Yep. There we go. We've got that in full effect. That's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Especially, if you're near the school or near the high school. Always just a busy place between about 7 and 9 o'clock, literally the times we're on for the show. But first, Alexander, I'll put your comment up in a second. 42 here at the George, about 45 on average at the George, half hour at the Lincoln, 20 at the Holland, but that Skyway is just drilled across the span, getting into Jersey City, and it's a lower Manhattan. So the Bay Extension is a little bit better for us. Let's see here. Alexandra, we take the Palisades Parkway and we go up to Cold Spring. Where's Cold Spring, Alexandra? Is that Orange County? Fill me in for that one. I know Cold Spring Harbor out on Long Island, but I don't know if I've heard of Cold Spring. Would that be up this way towards Peekskill? This area? Cold Spring. Hmm. I don't think I've ever, maybe once, I've ever been up this way, Bear Mountain State Park, the old Ennsville traffic circle, Crom Pond, Peekskill. I've been up to Harriman, up this side, but not on the eastern side. Let's see. Putnam County by Bear Mountain. I see. Okay. So it would be. There's Cold Spring. Copy that. Also near West Point. Yep. There it is. There it is. Just found it. Thank you. Yeah. Well, you know what? While we're here, let's take a look to see what Cold Spring has to offer as we take just a minor break from the action. Wow, look at that view. Wow, look at that. Ooh, that's nice. That is real nice. Zoom in here and Moo Moo's Creamery, the world's best ice cream. Well, we know what the world's best ice cream is. It's Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. So maybe we'll put this at a close second. Wow, look at that. Look at that view. Goodness. Beautiful. It's got to look great in the fall with all these leaves changing and wow. These homes? Are these houses or cottages? Wow. I've never even knew this place existed. Wow, look at this little band gazebo out here. Wow. Very nice. Hudson House River Inn, landmark hotel with upscale restaurant. What do you think the Hudson House River Inn goes for? What are we looking at? What's going to set me back here? Built in 1832. Wow. Look at that. They just put a price up. I'm just curious. Check our website for rates and availability. Okay. Have you stayed there, Alexandra, at the Hudson House River Inn? Looks quite nice. Looks like the reviews are quite favorable. I digress with the photographs. Place looks nice. Oh, food looks good too. Look at that view. Can't beat that at all. Wow. Hudson House River Inn. Wow, they got great location, right? 1832. Wow, look at that dining room. Wow, the fireplace, the reclaimed wood there. Getting hungry. Okay. Alexandra says she's never stayed at the inn, but has had dinner at the restaurant. So what's your recommendation for the dinner? It looks great. It looks fantastic. The food. Oh, there it is. There's the place. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, you got balconies and everything. Very cool. Neat. I like places like that that have that, you know, 19th century, 18th century. I never knew Cold Spring. I never knew it existed. Wow. In order to get there, I assume that you take the Bear Mountain Bridge across right here and go up 9D. It's going to be a nice ride in the fall. Now that we made all travel plans to go to Cold Spring, we didn't take your little spot, little quiet spot of the world away from you by letting everybody now know about Cold Spring. And believe that you can take the train there as well, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure that I'm correct. Metro North, right here. There it is. The Metro North train station. Look how fun that is. We'll later on in the show, we'll plan out a little trip from the tri-state up to Cold Spring. We'll see how long it takes to get there. All right, so 7:40 now is our time. Let's go back to Jersey now. We'll dial this in, and it's getting busier by the second, as always. So here we go. 55 north at Deptford Center Road, left lane shut with a crash. We got a camera there. 80 east at Mount Hope. 35, 2 lanes are closed there. That is a big problem. Turnpike, inside entry at 13A from North Liberty. We've got a crash there with the left lane shut. Crash north on the Parkway. All lanes are open. And Clark at Central Avenue. All right, so let's unpack this first. Let's go to the most impactful, which is going to be this 80 problem here this morning. Let's see if they got the camera at 34 at 15 turned around. 2. It's just on the other side of. Wait. They've got it just on the other side of just on the other side of those trees there. Just look at the heavy collateral damage here. We are well back to, we'll put it at what? Ooh and fa. We're going to go back to 27. Shot right there. Wow. Hopefully everyone's okay. So you got 2 of 3 lanes shut. 15 to 20. I think it's more than that. There's a camera here at Deptford Center Road. Let's see if they move that. It should be sitting right on it. Let's see if they turn this camera. I don't think I've ever seen this camera. Well, they did turn the camera around, so but unsuccessful it appears to be with the trees in the way. Those damn trees. But let's go back here because it's 7:43. We'll get to the Weather Center in a minute. Inbound Holland Tunnel now has issues. Looks like it's just right at the entrance to the tunnel. And then we got a crash in the Turnpike inside 13A. Left shoulder is out. Where am I going? Cameras. Do that first because that's not my initial trend of thought. But 80 here at 206. Sound like Ron Burgundy. No. East can't. Oh, this is at 25. So East is on the left, and trust me, they're not going that fast. Okay. I want to go to the travel times. We go 80 East. Ooh, look at that. Basically, exit 1 to 34. It should take about 34 minutes. It's well over an hour. So looking at about probably a good 45 minutes there, east on 80. So now you are going to be better off opting for 46 now. And that's exactly what some of our friends are doing. Coming through Ledgewood here, that section of Roxbury Township, and coming into Sakasana. And now it looks like there may be another crash here on 46 at Kenville Avenue, Hillside Avenue. So 46 is going to be a much better option to get through this section of Morris County. You're going to go through Dover, have 10 seconds, drive north on 15 and say hello to Nick over at Maxim Motor Cars, blow the horn, flash lights, whatever. And southbound 15 is just getting wrecked here from the Tap House, all north of the Tap House. Passing Picatinny into, I mean, just this is going to run you right here probably a good another 20 minutes or more. So hopefully everyone's all right in this crash on 80 East. But anytime they take out like 2 lanes, again, sometimes you got to go into the mindset that, you know, we may have all lanes subject to closure. We'll put it there now. I mean, look at North Jersey. I mean, just Bergen County, Essex County just exploded here in the last 20 minutes. 208 is just a disaster coming from Grandview all the way down through, oh gosh, right into Paramus Road. Both ways of 80 is getting hit hard here coming into Route 19. And who says the traffic isn't important, right? I don't know. 17 both ways here at Central Avenue and Rochelle Park. Route 4 both ways as you come into, basically Hackensack Avenue. We go east on Route 3, passing the old Roche plant, getting all the way out to, I guess I can say the Azi pharmaceutical plant now, now that that's in full operation. Going east here into 20 in the 17. Why do I think that something's going on there? Yeah. And then westbound is heavy from 21 all the way through Clifton, all the way out to Route 3. 46 is a mess into Little Falls. It's falling apart at the seams here very, very quickly. Very quickly. So if you're not out on the roads yet, please, you got to slow down, take it easy, and also give yourself plenty of extra time. This is at 21. There's your crash there. Bada bing. Just before 17 is probably out by, does the Orient Way camera work? Yeah, looking through the trees there. So it's just east of 21 is the crash. Takes out the right lane. Ask me for what reason they didn't put that in the show notes here or whatever you want to call it. I want to go east of the Parkway. I want to look at that westbound delay. Look at that westbound side. Oof. Man, that's just a ton of traffic. Holy cow. All right, so let's do a reset here. Let's go to the Weather Center in John's forecast. So partly sunny out there this morning. Across the board. Let's take a look at the temps here. Definitely cooler there up towards Newton, 58, 61. Getting closer, mid 60s across the board here. Maybe a little slightly warmer in South Jersey, getting closer to 70 now in Cape May, Atlantic City. The 5 boroughs, we're looking at temps into the mid 60s again. So the delta here is not terrible across the board. Looking at 66 WNBC degrees here out on Long Island, 64 in Shirley, about 65 at Huntington. Again, I'm looking towards the right because that's getting closer to 8 o'clock. Starting to warm up a little bit now into the Hudson Valley, but still temps are into the upper 50s to lower 60s, depending on where you are. So a little bit of a chilly start, if you want to call it that. Even in southwestern Connecticut, starting to feel a little fallish up there towards Torrington into the mid 50s, and then along the shoreline, lower 60s. All right, so here's John's forecast for today. Partly cloudy. Temps are going to be just either side of 80 degrees or so. So a real pleasant day. Get out and enjoy from, the dreary conditions we've had the last couple of days. Again, we need the rain. So, but get out and enjoy here this afternoon. Let's take a look at the rain and storm threats. Really nothing across the board until Monday is our next chance of some showers. And that looks like, albeit will be a little light here this morning. And there is the 7-day weather forecast. And, we'll see how that materializes with the showers on Monday. But if those can get out of the way, boy, you got a nice stretch here of 7 days. 79 today, 80 tomorrow, 84, the warmest of the 7. Saturday's going to be golden sunshine, beautiful, a little lower humidity, 82 on Sunday. Humidity picks up a little bit with that front, going to try to push in on Monday. Some chance of showers at 79 for Monday, 80 on Tuesday, and 81 on Wednesday. So we're shaping up to be a really nice stretch here for the next 7 days. So maybe Monday, if the rain gets out of the way, I can go to a car show. Into one. Only even the one this year, and I don't know whether we'll be able to go to the big show here in Union County. At the end of the month, but we shall see. All right, so this half hour is sponsored by our friends at the Shaved Cave. Bring up their banner. There they are. The Shaved Cave, fine fellas, they are in Clark, New Jersey on Raritan Road, 1471 Raritan Road to be specific. Go there for your manly grooming needs. And talk to my guy, Omar. He'll hook you up, or any of the fine fellas over there will take care of your fades, your hot towel shaves, You know, these guys are artists, craftsmen, been in business since 2020. 908-325-6283 is the phone number. Again, follow Omar on Instagram at ChopGODDD. There's the Facebook page. Give them a follow. This is the shop, kind of a classic modern take on a classic barbershop. Got a good clientele, real steady, bunch of customers. I'm actually going to go over tomorrow, get kind of trimmed up just a bit. Yeah, so they do a really nice job. You know, always like these local businesses, you know, just started 2 years ago, and, you know, it's a horrible time, unfortunately, for the world to start up a barbershop. But nonetheless, they survived, thankfully, and are moving along really well. So Shave Cave doing awesome business there off of Raritan Road, right next to one of the last remaining Friendlies, I think, in New Jersey. Be wrong, but I'm not sure. There's not many left. But anyway, conveniently located off the Parkway between exits 135 and 136. Again, 908-325. Number comes across. I just forgot it off the top of my head. 1471 Raritan Road, 908-325-6283. There we go, 6283. And again, make your appointment here for the Shaved Cave. We're also sponsored this half hour by Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060 off of West Clinton Street, which is Route 15. Talk to my guy Nick and his father Anthony. They're proprietors of this fine automotive establishment. You know, really, he kind of specializes in, when I say later model cars, and when I say later, I mean as far as years are concerned, not so much when I say later, I mean, you know, he does have this 2019 Volvo. He's got this 2008 Infiniti, you know, for $10,500. So, you know, he's got varying price points across the board for many, many different needs. And again, you know, average prices these days are, you know, closer to like $35,000-$40,000 for a new car. You know, if you're looking for something to get from A to B, and or just happen to he finds something, you know, sometimes he finds like that Corvette. They had a couple weeks ago that he sold. You know, get some not rare cars, but, you know, one-off type things, if you want to call it that. This Cadillac DeVille was sold. Nice little Honda Roadster there, 2005. So that's 17 years old, only 81,000 miles on it. And again, you know, has some higher mileage cars, but hey, look, you know, everybody can't afford $35,000, $40,000. You know, so what it is. I sold the Beetle. That Toyota Prius there, little hybrid there. So he only has, you know, he keeps on hand about 10, 12 cars per se. But, you know, if you don't see anything there, I'm sure he'll be able to try to locate something for you. So give Nick a call, 973-620-9060 on West Clinton Street in beautiful Dover, New Jersey in Morris County. That's right off, really conveniently located off of Route 80, Route 46. It's really Route 15 is what you want coming off of 80 or 46. Yeah, West Clinton Street, Dover, New Jersey, 973-620-9060. Ask for Nick or Anthony. That's his dad. And they do a nice job. And go to the website here, MaximMotorcarsLLC.com. All right, so 7:54 now is our time. We want to go back to the action here this morning. Let's bring this up. There's that Route 3 crash that we just showed you, causing all kinds of havoc. And now we've got another, oh boy, it just doesn't end here. 287 going south into 5 in South Plainfield. This is getting hit hard now. Durham Avenue. Oh, this is the shoulder. Oh, I see. So the left lane and the shoulder. Boy, that's a mess there. Put that one on the map. First of all, there's the eastbound 3 crash, east of 21. Look for that. We got this other crash that just cleared, it looks like, on 80 East here. In the Dover-Wharton area. But look at the residual damage. Just back-to-back exit 27, 26, 27, that area. Route 46 picking up a lot of volume here now. Getting through Ledgewood, Succassana, Roxbury. It's all part of Roxbury. 15 is heavy from basically the Tap Grill 15 there. Up by the Jefferson Diner, getting out to Route 80. Yeah, just got to leave a lot of time. Just really busy out here this morning. Here's the 287 hit right here going south just before Durham Avenue, just before you cross into Edison. We're backed all the way to about exit. Let's see how far back. We're going to go back to exit 8, heading south. And as you go north, is busy right off of 440 from the Parkway into the Turnpike, southbound 440, northbound 287. A lot of rubbernecking delays, and then joining in with the regular volume for all your friends. And then 287 is busy both ways here, out through 10, getting south of 13 is crowded. I mean, there's just stuff everywhere. Even 18 now joining the party into Edgeboro Road. North on the Parkway, pretty heavy across the Driscoll Bridge now, exiting at 127. I wish that camera was back. We're going to South Jersey now. Parkway, Monmouth, Turnpike 33, 195 is good. This whole stretch here where they, took out the merge at 8A and all that. This is one of the best construction projects that I've found in a long time anywhere that's really done the job it was supposed to do, is to ease out the traffic. Because the Turnpike, barring some unforeseen incident, moves really, really well through this stretch. There's no question about that. It really does. It really flows very nicely. 29 is heavy there into the Trenton Tunnel, is crowded. 7:57 now is our time. 55:42 is also, again, busy because that crash there on 55 at Deptford Center. If that's still there, it is. Just everywhere. Cow. All right. Southern Ocean, Atlantic, Monmouth. Cape May County is fine. A little crowding on the Parkway North in 89. So 7:58 now is our time. You're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show live on Facebook and YouTube this morning. Post up a comment here. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you can here on this Star Trek day. What is your favorite Star Trek series and, characters, all of that? If you've been watching any of the new stuff, Picard or Strange New Worlds, was just fantastic. I think we have to wait till January for another round of Picard. There's the Parkway in 135 and 136 on the shoulder now, but damage done back through south of Colonia, back to Islin in 27. Turnpike again into 13, all the way up to 14. I mean, look at all of this. This is a disaster. This bound 70, it's all sun glare getting onto the Bay Extension. And truck routes 1 and 9 is busy. Getting out to 440 because of the closure. Inbound Skyway, a lot of folks are just bailing off of that, trying to get away from this, going with the Skyway. I mean, look at Route 7 now. Everywhere. It is back in earnest. Parkway from 142 to 145, then both ways here through Bloomfield, down into East Orange, east on 280, seeing sun glare. I mean, there is just blank everywhere. This isn't Match Game. North on the eastern spur, I think something happened here at 46. Take a very brief look at that before we get to the top of the hour this morning. Pike. It's going to be extension. Where is it? Here it is. So this is going north now into Route 46. A lot of that, I think, is on 46 itself. Let's just see if 46 has got anything dialing up here. Be dialing Don West at the Turnpike. Of course, the camera doesn't work. Oh my goodness, nothing's working. All right. So yeah, so 8 o'clock is our time here this morning. Let's do this. Where am I going? That's right. Going up here. So this half hour is sponsored again by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Cranford for the best ice cream in the land, Cranford Vanilla Beanery, beancreamery.com. I'll get that right. So we're up and running now on Facebook and YouTube. Please leave a comment to join the conversation here. It's extremely busy across the board, and I just lost my Google Maps. There we go. It's extremely busy pretty much everywhere this morning. There's just stuff happening like all over the joint. And we're going to get you through it here for the next hour. So, yeah, so stay tuned with us. Please like, subscribe. The YouTube channel helps us out here, myself and Mr. Rocco in the Weather Center. And speaking of that, we'll have another check of the forecast at 8:15 on this Star Trek Day 2022, 56 years ago. Today was the original broadcast of Star Trek. And Anna says, diehard Star Trek fan, favorite series, Next Generation, and favorite character, Worf. My dog was named Picard. Oh, how fun is that? That's very cool. Very good. Yeah, the Picard series was great too. The last and final season of that is coming up, I think, probably January, February timeframe. And then they'll run it probably concurrently right into Strange New Worlds into March. So you got pretty much your fix of Star Trek for about 20 weeks or so, starting in January, probably more than likely. Yeah, so that's fun. Thank you, Anna, for that. Oh gosh, I don't even know where to start here now. Wow. You know, let's do Long Island here now first, since I'm just looking at that. Let's see if anything is cropped up accident-wise. Nothing there, so that's good news. Let's go out to the East End. Hamptons, Southampton, Watermill, East Hampton, out to Montauk. We're fine. North Fork looks good. Riverhead, 27. The LI early starts to slow down here about exit 60 or so, 59. Straight on into really straight to Nassau County. I mean, you're almost connecting the dots here. This is one long line. I'm going to go about 60 all the way out to 35. No, really like 32, 31, really, the Cross Island. Like 30 miles, lots of stop and go traffic there. Southern State Parkway packed in here into the Bethpage State Parkway. And then just a ton of volume here. Now it looks like we may have a crash on the Southern here somewhere in between the Meadowbrook and the Wantagh. Let's go to the maps here this morning and dial that in. Where are we? We're right in here. I think it's somewhere in here. I don't see anything. That's going west. I don't see anything there as well. Wow, it's just like there's just no room for anywhere for anybody to go. Where is everybody going? Oh, well, it is kind of the this time of the morning. We're, dropping kids off to school and all that kinds of fun action. Run one of these cameras. I mean, look at this. It's just bumper to bumper in either direction here. Wow. How does anything get done? How does anybody get anywhere? Wow. All right. I don't see any activity there as far as a crash. LIE. I think something's going on here at the cross. I know. Look at this. Look at this bacchanal. Look at this disaster. Look at this. About 36 all the way into Casino Boulevard. I mean, there's just nowhere for anybody to go. Look at this Grand Central, Northern State. Look at this. It snakes itself. It's like shore traffic. I mean, this is nuts. Easy traffic out here this morning. Wow. LIE got a little break at 106, 107, but that's about it. West here of Deer Park at 110. 135 is playing nicely. Wantagh is busy here from the southern. Again, everything in the southern south is fine, but then it's just, man, there's a lot of, look at all of that red. Where is, I mean, they're all dropping kids off at school. I get it, but wow. All right, 8:07 is our time. Hopefully my voice will hold out till 9 o'clock. We shall see. H2O. Let's see now. Hey now. All right, so delays Bronx Whitestone Bridge, center span, all lanes open due to property vehicle collision on the Whitestone Expressway. Okay. This is all this VIP stuff for UN General Assembly. Doesn't help us out at all. Start up for another 2 weeks. What is Bell Parkway? Oof. How many days did I sit in that disaster? So just a lot of sun glare involved here, just a ton of traffic. Kids going back to school. We are summer vacation is over, friends, for the roads. And it really was, we had a bunch of days there where it was fairly light, but it's still busy 24/7. Inbound Gowanus, as you get up all the way up to the BQE Battery Tunnel, about 20 minutes there because you got to sit in all of this. The belt going west of Paragon Basin, Rockaway Parkway is busy. BQE is a mess here south of Queens Boulevard. Midtown Tunnel about a half an hour. Ed Koch is about 10 minutes. FDR Drive both ways, just a ton of traffic from the 120s all the way down into the 90s and the 70s, 60s, really. West Side is busy right off the George down into the area of 79th Street. Both ways, the LIE is busy here. I mean, look at all this. Both ways, the Jackie Robinson is a mess, and the Kew Gardens. West on the Grand Central is heavy here, passing City Field, Johns. This Whitestone, whatever the hell is going on here, it looks like it's cleared getting out to the Van Wyck and the connector. But it's just the damage done. This Whitestone has got to be at least 45 minutes or more. Throgs Neck, at least now a half, because of the alternate volume there. I mean, look at this northbound Bruckner into the Pelham Parkway area. Southbound Bruckner is just buried in traffic into the Bronx River, into the construction, north getting up to Willis Avenue, and then heading south straight out of the Yonkers line. I mean, look at this. This goes back to Empire City. Look at this delay. It's just catastrophic. It's just unbelievable. Where is everyone going? West in the Cross County into the thruway out to the Sawmill. Sawmill with 9A is just buried in traffic as well. This Deegan is just hit hard off the thruway in Yonkers. Are some actually bailing here at the at the wonderful Moshaloo Parkway, one road I'd never been on. Some are bailing here on the Moshaloo. I don't know where the hell they think they're going, but anyway, it's really out to East Gun Hill Road is pretty busy. Heading south on the, I mean, just got nowhere to go. You just have nowhere to go. There is just traffic everywhere, you know. And some of this also is to beat the meet. I full disclosure, I think, and the way I look at it is that I think a lot of folks, this is always usually clear, and I think the toll at the Henry Hudson Bridge is what's preventing this from becoming just a nightmare. That's why a lot of folks stay with the Deegan here, coming out of Yonkers, because it's free. You could come into Marble Hill, which is actually a borough. It's actually a section of Manhattan, which is not actually on Manhattan Island. Just a little fun fact there. Here at 811. So Broadway Bridge, that also can get busy at times. Just traffic everywhere. Like you just don't even know where to begin. It's just crazy. Let's go to Connecticut. Let's dial up the incident page for Connecticut now. Just delayed. New Haven 91 South, left lane closed 6-4. Okay. So that would be right up in here, right in there, just before 95 into the Q Bridge. But the Merritt will go, oh gosh, 50. I'll go 51, 52, 52 to 35. 95 is heavy, 28 all the way through about exit 5. There's just no place for any of these vehicles to go. This is nuts this morning. Southbound 7, the Wilton is busy. East on 287, right off the Tappan Zee Bridge, from 14 in Rockland all the way out to exit 5, 6, give or take, in White Plains, is going to be a big time mess. South on the Palisades, we had that earlier crash here at 10 before the thruway. That looks like that's gone, but still the damage done back through 11. 684, the Beacon Bridge. Route 6, 684. Wow. It's just everywhere, really. Unless you're going up to Cold Spring. Oh boy. Alexander, where do you normally stay in Cold Spring? I'd be curious to ride up there one of these days. Let's see what that looks like. Let's do transit. We haven't done transit. Well, this will take us right into weather now. Let's go to NJ Transit. Well, Pascagoula Valley now, 748 out of Spring Valley is canceled. Light rail in the Brick City, 803 departure. 719 from Grove Street, 803 from Branchbrook Park, 850 from Grove Street, all canceled. Hudson Bergen now back on or close. Let's go to the PATH trains this morning. See what we've got. They're fine. Let's go to the MTA. Masks are now optional for customers on our subways, so please respect other riders' choices. I don't think New Jersey Transit's dropped the mask, has dropped it yet, but we'll see. Northbound AC are running with delays after we move the train on its brakes activated High Street. The F train, going to the F train. Northbound F, slower speeds near Avenue P, address the signal problem in the area. Okay. Let's go to Metro North. We're doing fine. Long Island Railroad is playing nicely as well. All righty then. Let's do this. Let's just, argument's sake. Okay. Okay. If you were to take the train, keyboard comes up. Station to there we go. Plan my trip. Let's see what it says. Hour and 20 minutes to get to Cold Spring from Grand Central. On the Hudson line. So if you left at 9:43, you get there at 11:04. Okay. Interesting. All right. I've digressed literally way off the rails here this morning. Let's go to the Weather Center and talk to Johnny's forecast here. So we are looking at partly sunny skies across the board now. Temps are warming up into the mid to upper 60s now throughout New Jersey. A little cooler up there in the northwest corner of the state. Looking at about, upper 50s to about 60. So about 7-8 degrees cooler or so than it was even yesterday and Tuesday. 5 boroughs looking at temps into the mid 60s or so this morning. We're looking at temps here into the upper 60s for Long Island. 65. We'll put it on average. Let's stay there. Let's not go too far out of the range. Hudson Valley, definitely a little bit cooler into the upper 50s to about 62 or so on average this morning. So that is a nice, refreshing start. Same thing here in southwestern Connecticut, probably putting up, close to 58 up there in Torrington or so, and then a little warmer down along the shoreline at 62. Let's go to John's forecast. We'll go partly cloudy today. Temps probably on just a little shy on the other side of 80. Yesterday was fairly cool, only into the lower 70s or so for most locations. 78 in Islip, 78 in New Haven, 77 in Andover. So again, just on the other side of 80 degrees per se. Next chance of your rain and storm threats, well, it really is not going to kick in until Monday. And even that, it's just a, probably 30% chance or so of any kind of showers for Monday. We'll have a look at the 7-day weather forecast coming up at 8:45. Anna says here, this is directed to John. Would it be possible, John, to give us an update on the hurricane season? I can certainly ask Johnny for that. If John is watching at school, would there be a way we could get a update on the tropics and the hurricane season? It seems like it's been fairly tranquil for now. But again, the peak of hurricane season. Thank you, Anna, for that. I will pass that along. I will email John when we're finished with the show. It has been fairly tranquil for the most part, but again, the peak of hurricane season is not until like September 15th, 16th or so. So by the end of next week, in about a week's time, that's usually the peak of the season. So thankfully, we haven't had anything. Seen a couple things. Earl has popped up, K, but some of that's been in the Pacific. So great question, Anna. I will take care of that, and we'll find out from Johnny if that's something he can do. So thank you. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. That's our stop here this morning for our sponsorship of this half hour of programming. Head over to 22 North Avenue West in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. You can see all this wonderful ice cream in the dipping case, as Ralph calls it. The cotton candy. Anna and her daughter are favorites there with the cotton candy. Grasshopper, he has the staple, the core staples, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. Also, these wonderful, Cookie Monster offerings there, M&M Explosion, vanilla chocolate, super crunch, which is almost like a mashed up ice cream cake. We've got the flying saucers and the chip witches. Again, just delectable treats here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 908 272 3000. There is some of the toppings, those walnuts, as well as some of the fruit that you can stick on your sundaes. Also, the toppings bar here with the Reese's Pieces, the M&Ms, also the rainbow sprinkles. He's got pink, purple, blue, and red, blue and gold. I'm thinking that is for Cranford because that is the Cranford colors are blue and gold. The rainbow sprinkles as well. So, just a lot to offer here. He has the sorbets, which are dairy free, peach, mango, lemon, and blood orange. Also, the Dole raspberry pineapple whip. They're also dairy free. Has sugar free options. Has some frozen yogurt. So there's a lot for an ice cream lover to love here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 22 North Avenue West in Cranford. 908 272 3000 is the phone number. Dial that up. I would suggest that you maybe call for some of the popular flavors. As we've mentioned, the fall flavors are now back in season. The pumpkin, Oreo pumpkin, apple cider donut, cinnamon crumb. So, might just be worth a quick phone call if you're coming from a little bit of a distance into Union County in New Jersey, just to find out to make sure that they're have plenty in stock for you. And also head to the website, and his Facebook page will update you. Sorry about that. Oh, gosh. Waiting for that cough for about an hour. So, yeah, that's exactly what I would do is probably give Ralph a call just to make sure that your favorite flavor is in stock. And again, we thank Ralph for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right. So with that said, let's head back to the action, and it's just like everywhere now. Let's see here. Oh boy. All right. Let's go back to New Jersey again, which is exploding here as we speak. 280 West in West Orange is the lane shut with a broken out vehicle. EMS activity, Turnpike, local lanes, southbound, south of 72 up by Route 4. Southbound at 4, left lane is shut there in South Plainfield. Broken down vehicle northbound north of the Driscoll Bridge in Sayreville. So let's go there first because that's really the most impactful of everything. I don't think the camera. Well, let's go to the 29 tower. We'll see if that has got it. No, that does not show anything. And friends, we're on YouTube and Facebook this morning. It's going across the Driscoll Bridge. This 127 camera is the one I want. Where is it? Where is it? Make it so, number one. Engage. It must be between here and the bridge. Just coming off the northern side of the bridge is where I think you need to be definitely mindful there, friends. The Union Tower has to show us. Heavy into the Union's holes, and then further up the line is just a bacchanal of traffic. North of 44, of course. Oh, come on. Doing north of 144. Um 147. Oh, it'd be better if I could show you. All right. Where are we going now? I want to go back to here because I'll look at that 280 at it's gone. Okay. Let's go here. It's on the shoulder, but it's going the opposite direction. That's all getting to the George. Okay. Back to 287 here in Plainfield. South Plainfield, that is. Could get that right. It's interesting. Plainfield is in Union County. South Plainfield is Middlesex, and North Plainfield is in Somerset. 3 Plainfields in 3 different counties. So there's that left lane shut going south on the approach into Durham Avenue, getting closer to Route 27. So we're well back through. Well, let's just see what it is. Got to be here at Possum Town. Why they just, I mean, that camera must be broken because. That's looking up towards Lincoln Boulevard. Yeah. So, so there we go with that. Back to the maps now. Every time I look at these maps, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Let's start out in Western Jersey and work our way east. So 80 through Warren County is fine. 80 hitting east of about exit 27 through 35 is busy. South 15 is busy from the Jefferson Diner into Route 80. West on 80, we are slow here, just off of 280, then 24, that whole mess in Morristown. Right in this area is really crowded. Let's see, 78 is really busy both ways. And actually, is good. I should say east on 78 is a little bit heavy here, getting into 287. Then 287 again, our issues heading south on exit 5. Parkway, yeah, still fairly heavy. Clark Cranford up to Kenilworth, and then all the way into 280. Both ways here in Bloomfield is busy. Again, this whole 80, 208. This is just the normal stuff for the morning ride. This inbound Skyway is just getting pummeled, absolutely pummeled here, because a lot of alternate volume avoiding the truck routes 1 and 9 this way, getting to the Holland Tunnel this morning. Speaking of that, let's go to the Hudsons. We'll just give you the damage done, as we say. 8:28 now is our time. We'll probably put the George at about 45 on average, about 35 to 40 at the Lincoln, and about, they're saying 20 at the Holland, but I think that's more than that. I definitely think there's more. It's probably about 35 minutes or so. Back here to the cameras. We want to go to, where am I going, Smitty? Think. What was I going to do? What was I going to do? Show you something, and I just, oh, that's right. If these work, I don't think so, but Charlotte Circle at 7. That's a good camera there. $9 million worth of work on Route 7. You can't get the camera to work. So this is all getting out. This is getting onto, that's, what is that? Lost my bearings now. I think this is down to the Tunnelly Circle. I think this is also exiting into the covered roadway as well, off of Route 7. So this is the new 7 coming into here, and this is off of truck routes 1 and 9. There's your Skyway. I was looking for the Broadway camera. Broadway. Oh, look at that Skyway. Wow. Wow, man. Where is everybody going? That's looking at Communipaw Avenue. I mean, 440, I should say. Which way? I was looking south of 440 into the closure, but this is just some local traffic. Looks like that's still being allowed to come through. Just don't get why these cameras don't work. What I mean, unless they're upgrading these all to HD. Could be. Very possible. Yeah, but just getting drilled. I mean, absolutely drilled. I mean, look at this turnpike. Just smoked here into 13, 14. We'll take a quick check of South Jersey. Oh, 8:31 hours of time. Sorry about that, Dar. Got to bring in our sponsor here. This half hour is Travels with Darley. Watch her on PBS Create as on Amazon Prime, Wonder Innovation TV's Journey. Wonderful program. Go to her website, darley-newman.com. So Parkway here in Lakewood is busy out through about exits 89 up to 91. We've got more traffic here on 295 both ways in exit 30, 5542 getting up into the turnpike is busy. 73 through Mount Laurel is heavy there. 70 Delaware River crossings. We are actually in pretty good shape. Route 9 Parkway, AC Expressway, Parkway, Wildwood, Cape May, Ocean City, Atlantic City is good. Let's go here this morning. Let's go to Staten Island, and we're still seeing a lot of traffic across the island heading east. We're 40 on over to, Verrazano. East on the belt is just a mess. Getting east of the VZ. West is heavy into Bay Parkway. The Gowanus, this whole combination. What else is new here? Onto the BQE. Battery Tunnel, about 20 minutes there. Both ways in the Brooklyn Bridge is heavy. Looks like there may be a crash on the Williamsboro Bridge getting off into the FDR. Let's do this. We have not done this from quite some time. We're going to go to our 9-box cameras, courtesy of our friends over at the City DOT. So let's dial that in this morning. Look at this. Look at this. Just, you can't go anywhere. Wow, man. West Shore at Bloomfield, Highland at Arden. That's okay. Outer Bridge Crossing is fine. This is east at Clove. Highland at Midland. SIE here at Richmond. Victory at Jersey. West Shore at Fresh Kills. That's fine. Go to Brooklyn in BLQ. Let's see here now. Oh my. Wow, they actually, the Flatbush Avenue camera on the belt actually moved. Shocking. Showing the Mill Basin Bridge. Used to be the drawbridge. Wow, that was one of the worst. Oh my God, I'm surprised that thing hadn't fallen into the water. Sometimes when that thing would go up, you could wait an hour before it came. I mean, like, you're lucky if it came down. Now, I mean, for that matter, that you don't have to worry about the drawbridge anymore is one thing, but it still hasn't done anything for traffic to ease it out. It's just still a parking lot. Can't believe I actually finished that. Stunning. East here at Bay 8th is heavy. That's the inbound BQE. Is crowded coming off of the Gowanus. Sackett is heavy. South at Adams. The Brooklyn Bridge is heavy. Inbound here at Atlantic is crowded. Inbound Gowanus here at 37th is still a mess. Same thing. This is the southbound BQE here at the Williamsburg Bridge. Here's the Manhattan Bridge. We will take a look at this. Manhattan traffic. Ed Koch there is going to be running about 15 to 20. 5th to 49th, 7th to 34th. FDR at 96th Street, crowded both ways. FDR going south here at 127 is busy. FDR at the Brooklyn Bridge, that's a fairly good ride. West Street, the Intrepid is busy both ways. Henry Hudson at 96th is good. Henry Hudson at 125, that is fine. Let's go to the Bronx. Dial this up now here at 835. And again, friends, we're just doing some spot audit checks here around the area. Southbound Bruckner at the Castle Hill on the left into the Bronx River Parkway is a mess. BRP at 174 is good. Deegan at Willis, both ways there, a little bit heavy. This is the westbound Cross Bronx at the BRP. We've got the CBX here at Jerome on the right. That looks good, actually. But unfortunately, it goes down the drain here over about the Alexander Hamilton. We'll go to the Deegan at 230, Henry Hudson at 232. They are fine. Finish up out in Queens this morning. So we'll do the East Rivers too. The belt over just west of Cross Bay Boulevard there at 158. Going west is busy. BQ at Broadway is fine. Grand Central, this a mess here at 188. Jackie Robinson at Forest Park Drive. Good. Midtown Tunnel pushing 3540 there. Both ways, the LA at Queens Boulevard. You got nowhere to go. The Van Wyck at the Grand Central. It's a horrible camera. I should really take that out. It never shows you anything. The Van Wyck at Hillside is busy. Just really going north. LA, the ramp to the BQE, that's a little bit crowded as well. Let's go to the East River crossings now. Dial them up. Brooklyn Bridge. That's the Manhattan inbound side. There's the Battery Tunnel. We're looking at, probably 15 minutes there just to get through the mess in the Gowanus. Manhattan Bridge. The upper roadway is okay. Lower roadway, that's fine. Williamsboro Bridge, inner roadway is good. There's the Midtown Tunnel approach at the Pulaski off the LIE, again, about 35 to 40. Ed Koch, lower, fairly heavy, steady moving traffic. Upper level, busier than the lower roadway. You're on Star Trek Day. Like the transporters to get you there. So upper level, again, this is the approach coming off of Jackson Avenue, Queens Boulevard. And this is just through this train wreck of a construction project. But there you go. You've got a little snapshot of what we're dealing with here this morning. Long Island, there's no matching records there. Let's go up to Connecticut. We'll dial that in here at 8:38. Again, we're going to 9 o'clock. Hard out on 9 o'clock here this morning. Get going here for the day. Breakfast. Haven't done that yet. Alexandra, Anna, do you ladies eat breakfast before you get to work? I know, Alexandra, you're working from home, but do you usually have that before you start or after, or what's kind of the routine? And Winkle Bridge. Foggy. Wow. Bear Mountain Bridge. Uh-oh. Trouble getting into Cold Spring there, Alexandra. Bear Mountain Bridge, eastbound. All lanes are open, though. Thruway before 12, we've got a crash. Conic like Croton Reservoir, we have a crash there. East Bear Mountain Bridge, okay, they just said it was open. Oops. Let's come back to the maps. And again, there is just red everywhere. It's just bleeding from every place. Need a tourniquet here to stop the red. Parkway 52 down to about 41. And then south of Route 795. We're thinning it out here, Bridgeport, Fairfield. And again, another 15, 20 minutes, I think we'll be just from about, I'd say 22 down through about 3 in Greenwich. West on the Cross County. This Cross County's been just getting drilled here into the Sawmill. The Hutch easing out, going south. We had that earlier crash. That's gone by 125. Thruway is fine. 287 is busy right off the Tappan Zee. That extends back to 14, from 14 all the way out to eastbound 287 out to exit 5. That's going to run you about half an hour more, 40 minutes. Palisades is busy at 10. Let's continue on now. Is this the Bear Mountain Bridge? Yes, it is. There it is. Oh, big trouble here at Bear Mountain Bridge. So watch for that. Both ways, I'd say there's delays off of 202 and Route 6 this morning coming out of Doodletown. Watch for that here this morning. Oh, yeah, they say all lanes are open, but so Alexander says, when I am home, I have breakfast before I start. On community days, I bring breakfast with me. Very nice. We're always curious to see what other folks, their routine is for the morning. And again, working from home, I guess you can have breakfast anytime as you're dialing stuff up. Most offices, do they still have like a little area that you can breakfast area and stuff? I remember working with a pharmaceutical company when I worked for Roche. They had like these little areas in the building. I think there was like one on each floor. Maybe there were 7 of them, I think. And you know, they would sell breakfast like cereal and bagels and coffee and stuff like that. It was a little place to hang out. It was kind of nice. Oatmeal and stuff. All right, so where are we now? Let's see. So 84 looks good. Brewster is fine. 684 Danbury. Just while I'm thinking about it, check out to Allentown. 7822 is fine. 80 out to the Poconos. That is going to be in great shape this morning. 34, 35, 33, Route 9. So yeah. Actually, another question for you, Alexandra. Looking for a good restaurant for Saturday. I know it's getting late as far as to make a reservation or whatever, but anything you can recommend here down along the Jersey Shore? Trying to go to the Poached Pear in Point Pleasant, but doesn't look like they got a reservation till 9 o'clock on Saturday, and that's going to be too late. So, got any recommendations for some really fine dining somewhere along the Jersey Shore, Anna, and out that way, if you know of anything down that section of Monmouth County, that would be good. Have a second, just throw up into the comments there, or you can just email me, tristatetrafficshow@gmail.com. All right, so let's do this, friends. Rundown transit here, getting to 45, and then we're going to do weather, and then against a hard out at 9 o'clock. So, Sandra, the shrimp box in Point Pleasant. Okay, very nice. Okay, I've heard of that. I don't know if I've ever been there or not. I don't think so. Okay. Thank you. Spring Valley at 748 is canceled. Honor Close, Hudson Bergen, 803, 850 at a Grove, Brownsville Park. They are canceled. We'll follow up with Path now this morning. Let's see here now. Hey now. They're fine. Path is good. Let's see now. AC and northbound AC delay while you troubleshoot a signal problem near High Street, so look for that. The F train northbound running at slower speeds near Avenue P while we address the signal problem in the area. So let's go to the rails. Metro North Honor Close. We have some delays in the Montauk branch now. Long Island City at 844 operating 1015 through Mineola. High volume of customers traveling. Yeah. What else is new? All right, so let's stick to the schedule. 8:45 now. We go to the Weather Center and our forecast provided to us by our chief meteorologist in training, Mr. John Rocco from the esteemed University of Rutgers. Ed, who was with us earlier in the show. I don't know if Ed is still on here this morning. We'll put up his comment. Good morning, Don. Happy Thursday to you. Ed is a proud Rutgers graduate himself, along with Justin. And, you know, list goes on and on. Many people from Rutgers. So partly sunny today to start things off this morning. So temps are well into the mid to upper 60s now here at 8:46 throughout New Jersey. Maybe a little cooler up in Sussex County to the lower 60s or so, 61, 62. We go to, let's see, the five boroughs here at 65, 66, 67. Into the mid to upper 60s now into or on Long Island, I should say. So again, the Delta is really not terrible until you get to the extreme north and the west, per se, you know, up towards Monticello, looking at temps into the upper 50s or so. In fact, bring up my temperature map. We'll take a look at the Monticello reading. Yeah, 58 and fair skies. So crisp start there. It's Stewart, 59, Poughkeepsie, Dutchess County at 58. So, you know, drying out here, which is good. It's going to be a really nice looking day. Southwestern Connecticut, again, temps into the lower to mid 60s now. Get up to Torrington into the upper 50s. I'd like to try and get those weather temperatures in Torrington. I don't know why. I bet you that's out of the Hartford office. Site can't be reached. Oh my. Okay. All right, so here's today's forecast. We'll go partly cloudy. You know, the clouds are going to be out there. Not going to lie to you on that, but I think we do definitely see some breaks of sun in between. And if that happens, then I think temps get closer to that 80-degree mark, depending on where you are. If that doesn't happen, then I'm going to say that temps are going to be into the mid to upper 70s, pretty uniform across the board. So we're starting to get in now. You know, fall starts on the 21st. 13 days away from the official start of fall. So, you know, looking at, you know, we're coming down the other side of the mountain now with some of these scorching temperatures. But hey, look, you know, end of September could certainly be warm as well. So our rain storm threats for the rest of the week are in good shape. It's really not until Monday we get a little bit of a chance of a storm. And now we talk to you about our 7-day weather forecast. So 79 today, 80 tomorrow, 84 on Saturday. I think that's going to be really the pick of the next 3-4 days. Golden sunshine, lower humidity, 82 on Sunday, 79 is our next chance of showers there on Monday, 80 on Tuesday, and 81 for Wednesday. So setting up for a pretty decent stretch of weather. We thank John for the forecast here this morning, my friend. And again, not too far from now, we're going to get the forecast from the Weather Watcher Club. So that is going to be a lot of fun. No question about that. So I can't wait for that and super excited for that collaboration to start. All right, John. So thank you, sir. We'll see you tomorrow for the Friday broadcast. Travels to Darley is our sponsor. Lovely and talented Darley Newman out of New York City. Puts together this fine program called Travels with Darley. Her website, darley-newman.com, for more information. You can see her on Amazon Prime, Wonderum, Ovation TV's Journey, and also PBS Create. Also on NYC TV, are in our area. Not there may be some folks that are watching us from outside the tri-state, but those are the platforms you'll be able to see. Travels with Darley, you know, one of the best travel programs on the air today, in my personal humble opinion. Even if she was not a sponsor of the show, I thoroughly enjoy Darley's program. Really shows you what it's the local side of things in every destination she goes to. Does a lot of adventure, traveling, you know, kayaking and horseback riding and rock climbing and hiking and all kinds of a lot of historic things as well, which I really enjoy. Really gives you a little history lesson in a lot of the destinations that she goes to. She was doing those Charleston trails, the Alabama Civil Rights Trail, New York's Empire Trail, just recently in season 9. She's out shooting season 10 now. She's in Delaware. So we'll see where Darlie goes from there. Definitely follow her on Instagram and Twitter. You'll be able to keep up with travels of one Miss Darlie Newman. Speaking of that Charleston and the Liberty Trail, let me run a little clip for those who are unfamiliar with Darlie's program, and then on the other side of it, we'll finish up with the break.
From 1775 to 1783, the Revolutionary War saw North American colonists in a fight against the British for independence. Some of the most significant American losses and victories took place in South Carolina.
I'm Darlie Newman, and I'm here in Charleston, South Carolina, following the Liberty Trail.
Revolutionary War cannons. We call them snub-nosed cannons.
We should put up a sign that said George Washington partied here.
Well, Charleston is quite a fun town. It smells really good. If I were on the battlefield, I would have run. You may be in this beautiful, peaceful place, but you got to do the laundry too. Wow, 6th generation.
Yeah.
So we're walking across the foundation of this massive fortress.
A quaint little drinking village with a shrimping problem.
Ooh. On Travels with Darlie.
Food looks good. Darlie looks great there in that clip. And again, watch her program, Travels with Darlie, on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder of Innovation TV's Journey, and go to her website, darlie-newman.com, for more information. We thank Darlie for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right. So with that said, we're going to do kind of the wrap up here in the next 8 minutes. We're just going to go run down the incidents here this morning. We still have this broken down vehicle on the Turnpike outer roadway. That's the truck lanes just before 13A and Newark Liberty. Center lane is out. We'll take a look, see if there's a camera there. Route 1 north at College Farm Road, North Brunswick. Crash there, taking out the center lane. And some sort of local side of 95 south, getting away from the George shoulder, has got some EMS activity in that location. Let's go to this Route 1 problem that is just propped up this morning here at Riders Lane. Is that it there? It is. So there we go. Looks like South Brunswick police are on it. Central Lane. South Brunswick police used to tweet me a lot, one of my TV days or whatever. Really great, one of the great police departments we have in the state. Communication wise, they're fantastic. They really get the word out about stuff happening. This is at one. Ooh, look at that. Whew. Ouch. So, okay. So hopefully everyone is okay in this collision, but wow, that's ugly. That is not good whatsoever for anybody. All right, so looks like that center. Why would they leave that left lane open like that? Wow, that to me looks a little dangerous there. But unless that's the only thing that's open, and that the three right lanes are shut, possibly. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like now. Now I'm looking at it again, from a different perspective. So just the left lane is the only thing that gets by. I was thinking I thought I saw a car come through here just a minute ago, but I guess not. So that's Route 1, that debacle there. Again, hopefully everyone's okay. So you got to leave plenty of extra time getting out into, actually it's North Brunswick, I should say, but South Brunswick, North Brunswick, great police departments. Going into Route 18, you got to give yourself about another 20 minutes there this morning. So watch for that. We wanted to go to that Turnpike. Let's see. That's all going north, coming towards us, because that's heading out to Linden. Let's see, this one work. Anything work? Tegan Elizabeth, yes. I hope everyone's okay. Yeah, exactly. That's the most important thing. No question about that, Tegan. Thanks for dialing us up here this morning. Go to the turnpike cameras. Sometimes they populate a little bit easier than what we see. We've got 4 minutes left in the show here. Oh, I want the turnpike. Thank you. 13A. Of course, that one doesn't work. What else is new? What's this? Something broken down there. That's really like on the entrance exit ramp type situation. All right, we'll do a quick spot check here. 55 295 is busy. So is the Parkway in Lakewood. Again, just our normal mess on the Parkway. The Skyway is jammed. 208 is busy here this morning as you come down out of Wyckoff into Hawthorne, Fairlawn. So kind of normal stuff there. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings now. We'll check in with them, see what we've got. At least 45 to an hour at the George, 45 at the Lincoln, about 20 to 30 at the Holland Tunnel. We'll put it in that vernacular. New Jersey Transit, we're still playing fairly nicely here. Pascack Valley, 748 still canceled. A couple of departed 803, 850, so they're already past the time. They're on the light rail. Let's go to the PATH trains this morning. PATH has been holding up really well this morning. No question on that. Come on. Yeah, so they're in good shape. Let's run down the New York, the city incident page, although I hate doing this because they populate this with all this VIP. RFK, southbound Bronx span, 2 lanes are shut there, so that's new. It's right in here. Right in here. I mean, and again, we just don't have time right now to do. I mean, just there's traffic everywhere. I mean, you've got no place to run, no place to hide. Martha and the Vandellas from 65. East on the Expressway, the Belts gone down the drain, the Gowanus, the BQE. I mean, you can see all this red out here. The Van Wyck, Lacrosse Island, the LIE, the Grand Central. I mean, the Midtown Tunnel is about 45. This Whitestone Expressway still can't shake out these delays. I mean, you got to go with the Throgsneck. I mean, just horrible driving out here this morning. Long Island, it's beginning to thin a little bit, but Southern still backed up both ways here out by the Wanta and the Meadowbrook. Same thing on the Northern State, fairly busy here. Basically from 106, 107, straight into Lakefield Road. LIE all the way into Queens is heavy. West on the LIE into 135, got no room to move there. West LIE here at Sandy Coast is heavy. Sandy Coast busy getting south of the LIE, but eastern Suffolk County is fine. So you get out to the Hamptons, Hampton Bay, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton. So be mindful of that. Look at southwestern Connecticut now. Delays Trumbull, Fairfield, Westport from 48 down to 41. 95 still from 28 down through 26, and then from 25 straight on down the line to 5. Tappan Zee Bridge, eastbound 287 is a mess. Cross County just getting hit hard in Yonkers. Rockland County, thruway still busy, 14 to the tap. 202 is busy. This Bear Mountain Bridge is a problem with this earlier crash here. Really tied up off of Route 6. That's running about a half an hour going to Westchester. 84, Beacon, Middletown, Brewster, 684, still seeing a lot of traffic. So you kind of get the theme of what we're dealing with here this morning. We'll finish up with Metro North now. We end the broadcast. Still have delays in the AC and the F, and the rails are Metro North, and some delays. The Montauk branch coming through Mineola, 10 to 15 there. All right, friends, it's been a busy, very, very busy 2 hours here this morning. We thank you so much for dialing us up on the big broadcast for a Thursday morning. So we are back, everyone's fully back into school as well as back into work for the most part. So yeah, this is kind of, I think, what we're in for the next 2 months or so. And then as we get into the holidays, things will maybe ease out a little bit for us. But anyway, we want to thank everybody joining us on the broadcast here this morning. Alexandra, Anna, Tegan, Elizabeth, Ed, we thank everybody for joining us in the comments. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to join us. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Tri-State Traffic Show on YouTube. Pass it along to all your friends. Ask them to subscribe if they can. Thumbs up the videos. That helps John and I out here in the Traffic and Weather Center, as well as on the Facebook page at Tri-State Traffic Show on Facebook. If you can like and follow that page, it would certainly help us out greatly here in the Traffic Center. New Jersey Morning Show. We are back. Let me see my notes. We are back next Thursday live at on New Jersey. That is the new name of the broadcast. You can watch that on YouTube and Facebook. So go ahead and like and subscribe to those respective channels. We've been on vacation here for about the last 3 weeks or so, kind of doing some retooling and resetting. So it should be a lot of fun. Also, just a programming note of on let's see, September 19th and 20th, I will be anchoring the news updates on MeTV. So that's a new venture that I will be doing. So those 2 days, we will not really have a traditional broadcast because I have to be at the studio by 7:30. So we may do the ride and drive thing again, and we'll see how that plays out. But I'm going to have to leave early in order to beat that Parkway traffic up to Passaic County. But yeah, so those updates begin at 9 a.m. both Monday the 19th and Monday the 20th. I'll get back to you what times they are. I think it's like towards the bottom of the hour, towards the 28 to 30 past the hour time frame. Again, they're only 30-second reports, but I'll be anchoring those news updates starting on Monday the 19th. So should be a lot of fun. Excited for that. Doing a little bit something different than traffic that I've done for the last 20 years. So definitely look forward to that. Thank my fine friends over at on New Jersey for the opportunity. All right. So with that said, have a terrific Thursday. Get out, enjoy this wonderful weather, drive safely, and give yourself lots of extra travel time. And we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.